Right now on Up with KREM, millions of Americans are hitting the road and taking to the skies this holiday weekend. Why AAA says it's still less than a normal year.
Cool and breezy today and a chilly start to Saturday, but don't let that fool you. Sun is back in the forecast and temperatures are on the rise as we head into the holiday weekend.
It wasn't until videos started to come forward that showed a different story.
Charged with murder, 3 Tacoma police officers turned themselves in for the death of Manuel Ellis.
And the Idaho woman accused of killing her 2 children was ruled mentally unfit to stand trial in the murder case against her.
Up with KREM starts right now.
Well, good morning. Happy Friday, friends. So glad to have you here with us on Up with KREM. Yeah, we are heading into Memorial Day weekend, and we're taking a live look outside of Snoqualmie Pass.
Those roads are going to be very busy this weekend, Tim.
Very, very busy.
With trailers and boats and exciting things, people going either way. Memorial Day weekend, of course, is finally here, and so many for us, that just means like a long day and weekend. So very excited about that. A lot of people across the state and the country are heading out of town for a trip. That's why we have Nicole Hernandez. She's joining us live now to break down exactly how busy the roads are going to be. Good morning.
Hey, yeah, good morning, guys. If you are up and getting ready for a road trip this morning, you actually are looking pretty good right now. Take a look at the freeway right now. We're looking over I-90. You can see definitely some cars on the road, but no traffic at this point. Of course, it is still early, so we'll keep you updated as the morning goes on about those road conditions. But AAA does say that road trips are the most common way for people to travel during Memorial Day. They're projecting to see 60% more travelers this year compared to last year in the whole country. And here specifically in Washington, 66% more travelers. That's because last year at this time, we were in the height of the pandemic. We saw a huge decrease in Memorial Day travel for 2020. So even though we're seeing that 66% increase this year, AAA says it's still actually less than a normal year.
So while we're having a big surge this year compared to last year, it's still fewer people than we recorded traveling in 2019, about 6 million fewer people this year than in 2019.
So since we are still feeling the effects of the pandemic, AAA suggests people should plan around COVID regulations in every place you plan on visiting. Of course, don't forget those masks as well. If you are heading out on the road today, though, you just missed the travel rush. Yesterday was the busiest travel day for the roads, but today is the busiest travel day for the airport. So I want to give you a look at exactly what we're looking at for the airport. I pulled up their departure page here, and it looks like either things are already in the air and off on their scheduled trip, or they are scheduled and on time right now. So if you are jumping on a flight today, things are looking smooth at the airport, but do get there just a little bit early in case there is some uptick in travelers. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for that. Good to see that the airlines are on time. It's always just a bummer when they get, a little bit delayed.
Try and get there early. I know you know that, but
hey,
it might be busy this weekend.
Yeah, and I always set my phone to see how fast I can go through the Spokane airport, and my record is 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go through security.
Wow. Yeah. This is why
but
we
not
like
this
flying
weekend.
out of Spokane.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay, so one of the most popular spots for the holiday weekend will, of course, be the lake.
Yeah. Got to get out on the boat.
I will be.
Well, this is your friendly reminder to always practice safe boating. So taking a live look now at Lake Coeur d'Alene this morning, a little bit cloudy this morning, but Jeremy has already told us that it is going to warm up and it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, we're talking a big change over the course of the next, couple of days.
Okay.
So get ready.
So while boating is legal for the driver to consume alcoholic drinks and have open containers, however, they still must be under the legal limit of 0.08%.
So that's why authorities say if you are drinking, do it responsibly. They also say have life jackets for every person on board and also a whistle in case of emergencies.
Good advice.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, of course, having maybe a DD for that boat is probably the safest thing to do. You want to have fun and you don't want to worry about any of that.
Dana Marie likes just being, hanging out in the boat. We'll get a DD to.
I know, right? I'm not going to be the DD. Are you kidding? I'm in the front of the boat with a White Claw.
with the claw.
Dana Marie's like, I have no idea how to even drive
I don't even know how to drive a boat. I'm going to keep it that way, too.
Yeah.
It's a strategy.
Yeah, I like it. I think I pulled that on you. I have no idea how to drive a golf cart, Dana Marie.
We all saw that. All right, Jeremy, boating weather-wise, what's the boating forecast?
Boating forecast, fantastic. Today, maybe not your day, but you know what? Head out there. You'll appreciate the next couple of days in a big way. Tomorrow might be a little bit cooler, and that's really going to be the changing day. But temperatures are on the rise, and on a rise in a big way. So let's get you out the door and let you know what to expect. Cloudy and breezy today, and that's really what's going to take us into the start of the day. We'll still see some of those stronger wind gusts, but notice later on today, when you're talking wind gusts around 16, 18 miles per hour, that's pretty much negligible in terms of sustained wind. That's when your sustained wind is enough to kind of ruffle the leaves, and that's really about it. A 16-mile-per-hour gust is enough to kind of move some of the branches on the trees, but not the whole tree itself, if that puts it in perspective. When it comes to your temperatures, right now we're on the mild side. Temps in the mid-40s. Notice Sandpoint, though, a little bit of rain coming down, and we've been seeing that on the radar this morning. It's kind of a couple of stray showers in North Idaho and northeastern Washington. Those are going to quickly kind of move out. Newport, I think you're kind of right on the edge of some of those. You might be seeing a little bit of moisture early this morning. That dies down, then we'll see another round of very, 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 very isolated showers this afternoon. We don't really have an atmospheric forcer, but what we wind up getting is some cold air overhead, some warm air down at the ground, and well, you know the deal. If you don't, you should listen better in weather. Temperatures on the rise today. We're in the mid-60s later on this afternoon and dry in Spokane. It's mostly cloudy skies. You will see some sun, but it's mostly cloudy skies. Then tomorrow morning, it's going to be downright cold. You're going to wake up and go, this guy is full of it. He's telling me it's going to be 80s this weekend. He's lying. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Tomorrow morning's cold. Tomorrow afternoon, 75. So it's one of those days where you go, oh, it's sunny. It feels warm. You might be out on the lake. You might go, I wish it was just slightly warmer. Sunday's your day. 81 there. By Monday, 87 degrees. It's going to be downright hot. And if 87 doesn't feel hot, stick around. Next week, we are in the 90s.
I'm ready for it, Jeremy. Ready for the 90s. 6:06 now. Thanks for hanging out with us on your Friday. It's time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Up first, Lori Vallow Daybell has been declared not fit for trial. On Thursday, the judge ruled that she was mentally unfit to stand trial in the murder case against her. Vallow is the mother of Rexburg children JJ and Tylee Ryan. Their remains were found on her current husband Chad Daybell's property. Earlier this week, the Idaho couple was indicted on murder and conspiracy charges in the deaths of the two kids, as well as Daybell's first wife, Tammy Daybell. With the decision on Thursday, all criminal proceedings against Vallow are halted. The orders were issued by Judge Stephen Boyce. Boyce's ruling came after Vallow was examined by a licensed clinical psychologist.
Grant County coroners named a man who was found dead on a sidewalk in Moses Lake. He's being identified as 24-year-old Christopher Vincent of Moses Lake. The victim died from gunshot wounds, and according to the Grant County Sheriff, his death has been ruled a homicide. Yesterday, the victim's body was found along Airway Drive near Cochrane Road in Moses Lake about 4:30 in the morning. This is still under investigation, and of course, we're going to bring you the most updated information as we receive it.
Flights from Moscow to Boise are now set to return. The Idaho State Board of Education approved a plan that could cost the University of Idaho up to $1.5 million. The university set up a new arrangement with Alaska Airlines. If the flight does not turn a profit, the university would pay up to $500,000 a year to make sure the airline makes a profit.
And Boeing has been ordered to pay $17 million for an issue with its 737 jet. The FAA says faulty wing parts was discovered back in 2019. Boeing must also fix the problem and issues with its production. If it doesn't, the FAA says more penalties are possible.
Crisis averted in North Idaho. The city of Dalton Gardens narrowly preventing a shutdown by offering its lone remaining employee a promotion. In recent months, bickering between the city's elected leaders became so bad, the city's staff members, one by one, started to quit. Only the deputy clerk remained, and she too was on her way out the door. In an effort to prevent that, Mayor Dan Edwards nominated her for a promotion to city clerk. And in an emergency meeting, that motion passed 3-1. And that is your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKrem on social media.
You gotta take them off. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it, Maddie. You gotta take your glasses off. Maddie, you gotta take your glasses off. They're not gonna make it. Get your some.
Brandon is quietly saying his prayers behind Jeremy.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're wondering what's going on here, it's something kind of special. Brandon T. Jones and I got a sneak peek of a new roller coaster opening this weekend. It's called the Stunt Pilot. And get this, the roller coaster ride itself, less than a minute long. So if you watch close, you'll get to see what it's all about. And this thing, oh man, just watch Brandon's face. It'll
No hands right there.
it'll tell a story right here.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, look at his face.
Lord
He
Jesus.
is-
Lord Jesus.
He's going, no, no, no.
Oh, we needed to have him up front.
Yeah.
I know.
I tried getting him up front, and he
Oh,
said,
his face. Oh.
I don't want anyone to see my face. And the guy said, I can move the GoPro a little so we see a
Oh
little.
my goodness. Well, the roller coaster opens, of course, this weekend, so we want to know, after seeing that video, would you ride the roller coaster? Head over to Twitter, vote in our live poll. 66.7% of you are saying heck yes this morning. Others are saying no way. I don't know. I love roller coasters, but not everyone. It's not their cup of tea.
Okay, so that roller coaster, it's not your average roller coaster. It's
tell
what
us
they
why.
call a single track roller coaster. And the reason they call it a single track is because instead of two rails, you got one track. It's basically like an I-beam, a big metal one.
Does it make you go faster?
Faster, smoother, the
yeah,
transitions. Like, you know how you get on some of those old roller coasters?
Yeah, and you're
you
like,
get
I think I just
slam
broke my
around, you're like,
back.
oh my gosh. Doesn't have any of that. It's smooth. All the transitions flow. It just felt like I was a stunt pilot.
Like
knew
you were
it.
flying.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so much fun there. You guys, I was jealous. All right, coming up on Up with KREM in just a couple of minutes, I got an inside look into the new boba shop in Kendall Yards. They explain how they make their own boba in their shop.
And of course, we are going to take you back outside. We've got clouds this morning, wind sticking around today, but a big change in our weather as we head into the weekend.